Okay, first, I gotta put my keyboard away. Second, I gotta turn the fan on. I didn't realize how much I needed a fan on until I was typing out the live stream notification for Discord. So should have done that beforehand, but didn't. Okay, so I did look up where the bottles are. I don't remember right this second. Okay, so I believe I think it said Romani gives me one for doing the thing that she wants us to do. What time was that? It's a good thing I got my bomber's notebook. Help get rid of the ghosts at 2:30 a.m. Oh, I can't scroll over to the next thing. Okay. Who else I got in here? I got this guy, he's done. Also the all-night mask. I gotta be sure to help the old lady again, because I think that's the trigger to get the all-night mask to show up, and then I can buy that. Speaking of buying, is it... Did I get my money today? I guess I did, because I'm at 177. Let me double check that I did that. And then there is another bottle I can get after, I forget where I'm going. Another bottle I can get after getting a little bit into Great Bay. Apparently, the 3DS version took out a bottle and put it somewhere else. And there's that glitch. There's two glitches you can encounter on your way to collect this money. Well, not on the way, but oh yeah, I already got it. Here's glitch number 2. But yeah, it's like there's one quest line that ends with a bottle, and it doesn't in the 3DS version. But then there's a new quest line that does end with a bottle. And then they added an additional bottle. So it's like, what? Did the game have too many bottles or not, game? Okay, well, it's almost evening. Oh, yeah, I forgot I still don't have my sword. To fight you, I gotta do this. Oh, wait, I can't... Oh, yeah, there we go. It's like I can't kill you by punching you. But I can kill you with my fins. But Goron Link cannot kill them, which is kind of funny. No arrows? Turn around! Why are you always facing the wrong way? Face them! Still trying to remember the bottles. And one of mine is still, yeah, it's still filled with gold dust. It's like, I don't want to do what I'm supposed to be doing without more bottles. I genuinely just want to wait until I can get that gold dust used on something. But yeah, there's at least 2 bottles I know I can get, and then one of them is at the end of the Cafe in Anjou side quest. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to remember what was the 6th bottle. Where's that at? Still not getting any arrows. I'm just gonna pull up the window again. I'm gonna go look. But I will let time pass while I do so. Because I do need time to pass. Why don't I go doing this out of the corner of my eye while I look for the bookmark. There it is. Majora's Mask. Bottles. Yeah, so there was one that it's only in the 3DS version. And it's like, oh, I could get that right now. Oh, wait, it says 3DS version only. Oh, okay. Right. I could do that, but I have to wait until the third day. Or rather, the night of the third day, I think. So... It's like I really gotta wait until, like, next cycle to start on Great Bay, and I don't like that feeling. You know, as playing this game as a kid, it's like, oh, anytime I make important story progress, I'm gonna reset time and then, you know, make sure I have plenty of time to do whatever I want to do. But now I'm like, I don't want to just reset the cycle for no reason. I want to do it in as few cycles as possible. Even though it's not like I'm keeping track. Like, what cycle am I on? 3, 4? But, you know, there is that desire to be efficient, and I recognize I'm really not being efficient right now, but it's like I want bottles for the next thing, because the next thing is a pain in the butt with only 2 bottles. So I can get 4 and possibly 5 if I want to wait till the night of the third day. Like, I could get most of the bottles in this game, except for the one that I don't care to get. But it means basically wasting the whole cycle. And I would rather not. Also, when does the old lady show up? Maybe I should pull that up. Let's go to masks. All night mask. I need to obtain it. Oh. Oh, it costs 500 rupees. I'll forget this. I thought I had the giant wallet, but I guess I have the adult wallet. You know, I don't know. I genuinely don't remember if I knew I could do that as a kid. That you could go from one transformation to another like that. I don't remember for certain, but I feel like, knowing me, I probably would have transformed back to human and then put the new mask on. Oh man, some of the stars in the sky are colored. There's a red star in the sky. There are blue stars. Like, I don't doubt that there are stars in the universe that have colors to them. But can you see them from Earth? Can you see said colors from Earth? I don't believe you can. So since I'm not helping the old lady, I might as well just stand around here. And again, this is one of those things where if you're playing the 3DS version, it's genuinely an improvement, because I could just skip to 2 and then stand around waiting for 2:30 instead of being here at 9 and standing around for, well, I think every in-game hour with slowed time is a minute. So, which really goes to show you how much time you have with a slowed down time cycle, like starting from fresh. You got 72 minutes. You got more than an hour to do whatever you're trying to do, assuming it's not time sensitive like this, where it starts at a specific point in the day. Like, if you reset the cycle and you go off to do a dungeon, you have an entire hour to do that dungeon. I don't know how much it is when time is flowing normally, though. Which is weird. You think that flowing normally would be the one where it's like, oh, actually, every hour is like a minute. And then you slow it down, and then... But, yeah, I guess if the entire cycle is like a full hour, I could see that the developers probably would have thought that having more time than that would have been too much. And it would have kind of negated the pressure of the cycle. And it also goes to show just how important it is having the slow down time. Why am I just standing around when I could be having fun rolling around as I go on? I don't know if I want to really use my magic. There's all my arrows, apparently. Also, I should probably get Epona. Or the bunny hood. You know what? I honestly, I think I would rather have the bunny hood. Rather have that on. Because then I don't have to, you know, it doesn't have horse controls. It has me controls, where I can be like, oh, wait, stop. Now go over this way. Now stop. Now go over here. You know, I don't have to tell Epona to slow down and then stop and then turn around. Yeah, did I finish that train of thought? But it really goes to show how important it is to know that you can slow down the flow of time. I forget. I mean, I know the scarecrows tell you, but like, how many players on average actually talk to the scarecrows and find out the Song of Ever Time on their own? And how many of them find it out just by looking it up or having someone else tell them? Because again, it's really important to know that. So I can imagine a lot of people who didn't beat this game because they felt like the time cycle was too intimidating. They probably didn't talk to the Scarecrow. And I don't mean that as a bad thing, because, like, I don't talk to every NPC. Hey, there we go. I found a point I can tilt the thumbstick to where I can keep rolling and not constantly build up charge. I kind of sound like I'm a flat tire. I guess that's probably my hands. Oh, it's time already. I was too distracted sounding like a flat tire. Okay. Bunny hood. Back to the barn. So apparently the dog will go to bark at whoever is closest, I think. Also, it would help if I had that map. Ah, I should have bought the map from Tingle. Because I believe they show up on the map. Well, too late to do that. Now you can slow down time to make the ghosts slower, but it also means you're doing this for longer. So it's probably better to not slow down time. Okay, I know you're over there, but I'm going over here. Oh, shoot, there's a lot of them. Good dog, though. Good dog. Helpful dog. Like, I'm not one of those people who's like, ooh, dog in the game. Best boy. Ooh, all dogs are good boys. Like, no, there is such a thing as a bad dog. But it is not this dog. This dog is a good dog. You want to know a bad dog in this game? It's the one in Clocktown. Attacks you if you're a Deku. Bad dog. Oh, oh. So it was a little nerve-wracking because it's like if I lose, I have to reset time and then wait till 2:30 again. Yeah, I definitely recommend getting the map for this, too. You know, in addition to anything else I may have mentioned, get the map. I remember how excited I was getting this done for the first time as a kid. Like, to me, this was the hardest, like, one of the hardest things to do. Here's Rolandi's thanks. When you drink it, put your hand on your hip and take a big gulp like we do here at the ranch. A free bottle! Boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo. Now if I just wait a little bit longer. I always forget when this takes place, so I'm gonna stay around the ranch and do the next thing. But after next thing, I need to get my sword. And that will free up another bottle. Let me just... Where is it? I always forget what time this starts at. So it just... The guide just says, talk to Romani, or no, talk to Cremia in the barn. Get out of my way, chicken! Oh my, hello. Romani's gonna take the milk over to the town too. You're looking after the place. The cows would be all alone otherwise. Yes, sister. I'm going by wagon into town. Would you like a ride? I'll be leaving around 6 o'clock this evening. This evening? So you can join me if you like. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to get my sword now. Yeah, because it's 6 now. But it's 6 in the morning, not 6 in the evening. But yeah, when I did this as a kid, I was always scared. It's like, okay, am I going to miss it? Oh, I don't want to have to do the alien thing again. Oh, I got to make sure I don't miss it. Oh! But yeah, 6 in the evening. So I'm gonna go get my sword. Actually, not get my sword. Continue not having my sword for another entire day. And I think OBS updated, and the button to update my live stream information is different, and it's catching my eye. I'm not gonna say it's standing out, because it looks normal in terms of the rest of the interface. Although it is a button, it's a long button with rounded edges instead of a square button. Well, I guess more like a rectangle. It doesn't look like the other buttons, but yeah, I wouldn't say it stands out that much. It's just eye-catching because I could swear it's different. This sword looks cooler than the final sword, but we have to not keep this one because it doesn't... Because we can't keep this one. Excuse me. Because if they use it 100 times, it returns the original sharpness, which they tell you twice. You got that gold dust! I have gold dust! Customer? Oh, it's the one who didn't leave. He's still here. Take a look at your sword. Hey, now that's a mean joke. The sword is already a razor sword, unless... Do you have gold dust? Press start to open the menu, and then equip the thing, and then press one of the C buttons to give me the thing. Why, if it isn't gold dust? And it's even top quality! So many exclamation marks. Well, even if you use this to reforge your sword, there'll still be some left. Alright, just for you, I'll do this for free. But don't tell anyone. Thanks for dropping in. Now then, I'm straight off to work. Come back tomorrow morning. I really wonder what influenced the big guy's design. His mask certainly is dubious. Alright, what else is there to do right now? Till 6 in the evening. I mean, I guess I can say what the next thing is. 'Cause it's like I'm assuming most people watching have probably seen this game before, if not played it themselves. But yeah, we gotta go Pirate Fortress. Gotta go save eggs. And right, I don't have the warp there because I don't have my sword. I also don't have Milk Road. Ah, dang it. Okay, I gotta remember to leave early. Also, I did not slow time back down. Oh, wait, that's the wrong button. Also, I'm starting with the wrong note. I cannot get over these controls. I can't tell if the inverted Song of Time sounds good or not. Because it is the same notes as the forward Song of Time, and the forward Song of Time sounds good. That I'm just not sure if it sounds good backwards, you know? Like, I don't know if that note progression works reversed. I would assume yes, because it's chords, and chords always sound good, right? Or something like that. So, having it backwards shouldn't make a difference, but it feels like it does. I'm forgetting where I'm going. But you get out of here. It's honestly kind of amazing that opponent can hear that. They're the drums of sleep. You'd think they would be soothing and not loud, because loud drums would not be soothing. I'm still not... Get back up there. You're gonna be moving before you can dash. There we go. Still can't get over that. Drums of sleep. Drums don't put you to sleep, they wake you up. We got the creepy music now. Or did we have it before? I guess we did. So I could go get the stone mask to make the Pirate Fortress easier, but I want to try to do it the normal way. Not... What else do I need? I mean, I guess I do need Goron mask on. Because the stone mask does just feel cheap, you know? And it's not like this game has difficult stealth. You know, you can't exactly do difficult stealth in a game that isn't built around it. Otherwise, it's just bad design. You know, if you're gonna have a forced stealth section in a non-stealth game, it can't have difficult stealth, because otherwise it's just... It doesn't make sense. So, oh, I don't remember where the Pirate Fortress is. Okay, not that way. Isn't it over here? Oh, I think I see. Yep. There's the doors, or the woods. The wood panels. There's the wall. Ow, okay. And there's the entrance. Man, it is amazing how the Zora form just, like, it takes all the complaints from Ocarina of Time with the water temple and stuff and just completely fixes it, because you don't have to go in and out of the menus for anything. It's just put the Zora mask on and there you go. You're set to go underwater. You can walk on the bottom of the body of what do you call, I want to call it the surface, but that's not, the surface is the top. What do you call this? Yeah, just press of a button. Up, down, up, shield. And you don't have to remember to put your Zora tunic on either, because you are the Zora tunic. So if I can at least get the hook shot out of this, I'll be happy, because then I can go get another bottle. Okay, I'm gonna wait down here for another boat to go by. Or I guess I have time. And see, there's your checkpoint there. Once you get the hook shot, you can just come back whenever. You don't have to do the entry portion. Camera, what are you doing? What am I doing? Where was the entrance again? It's one of these, but I know it's not this one because that's on. So it's over here. This one? I remember the 3DS version moved the stone mask, which it's another change I really don't agree with. Like, I get what they were going for. They were going for this, what I'm doing right now, making you have to go through the game, you know, have to go through at least some of the dungeon without the stone mask. But it just doesn't... It doesn't make sense to move the guy. Because the thing is, with the stone mask, it's some guy who's like, oh, I've been calling for help and no one's noticed me. And you have to use the lens of truth to see him. It doesn't make sense to put that same guy in the middle of a pirate fortress, where if they did indeed see somebody, they would throw them out. It's much more of a leap in logic to be like, oh, none of the pirates around here noticed this invisible guy. Haha. At least when he was a guy in the middle of nowhere, he was in the middle of nowhere, so no one finding him made sense. How do I get that? It's probably just rubies. Of which I would only collect 2. Do I just go up and then down? Just like surface here. It's that. It's as shrimple as that. What, you get up to get close enough. It's worth 2 rupees. Woo! It always was a little weird to me that rupees have different values depending on what color they are, not what size they are. But your wallet is still limited based on value. Oh, I didn't realize it. Wait. Oh no, that was the right way. Like, I always felt that, like, if you could hold 100 rupees, shouldn't that mean you could hold 150 rupees? Oh, I still got my iron boots on. Put them back on, duck the vent that'll blow you outside. Ow. Man, what time should I leave to go to the ranch? I don't know how long it's going to take me to travel, but I want to make sure I'm there in time, so... I might have to leave here without having gotten anything of value out of it. I can at least get that piece of heart, I think. But I would really like to get a hook shot. Oh, that's not the... Oh. Excuse me. Have to get there quickly? Is that why I remember having a staying Goron for him to get there? Okay. I'm still sweating the time. Like, oh, do I have enough time to get the hook shot? It's almost 12. I mean, well, it's just now 11, but then it'll be 12. I'm thinking I should leave at 4. It gives me 2 in-game hours to get over there. Although I could probably make it at 5 if I leave at 5, but I really don't want to miss it. Although I guess I don't know how long Cremia stays there for. That was the right gate, right? So maybe it's like she wants to leave at 6, but she's there at 6, and you can go up to her between 6 and 8 or something. I don't know why I keep thinking the transformations can't climb ladders. Even Deku can climb ladders. He doesn't have thumbs. Good job, Fins. That's okay, I'll wait. Oh, do I have to hit this? There's like a part in the water temple, but with an extra step. No pun intended, because you have to step on the switch. It's exactly like the water temple, but with that extra thing in the way. If I'm gonna do this without the stone mask, I'm gonna need more arrows. I think I have to go up the tower to get to the hook shot. You gotta go in there and then shoot the bee's nest, and then that makes everyone run out. I feel like it's probably meant to be a kind of sexist joke because all the pirates are women. It's like, oh, bees! Women are scared of bugs! I'd be scared of it if they were bees. Was that in this series I was talking about when we changed out the microwave and there was a bee's nest behind it? Like I was really just like, ugh, I don't want to be here because I don't know how many bees are in that nest. I don't know if they're gonna come flying out angry, and then we got a bunch of angry bees in the house. That would suck. I like to think I've played enough Assassin's Creed that I can handle this. But I do need to get to the tower first. Just like Assassin's Creed. I could have sworn that they go when you hit them. Is that Ocarina of Time I'm thinking of then? Okay, well, I guess I haven't played enough Assassin's Creed for this. Thanks for not throwing me all the way out of the fortress. Maybe they assumed I would land in the water and then the guards in the boats would get me. I'm just gonna shoot everyone. Just like Assassin's Creed. Oh, geez, they get up fast. That's why I got caught. up the ladder! I need more arrows, jeez. Yeah, I think at the base of the tower is where they moved the guy who gives you the stone mask. Which is kind of pointless, because, like, you're not even sneaking past more guards because of the change in placement. It's just, it really is just another one of those idiot-proofing things. Like, they only made that change to make it easier for new players who don't know about the stone mask. But it's supposed to be your reward for knowing! To trivialize the difficulty of this place by knowing that there's a mask that makes you invisible to people. It's like, did anyone who worked on the 3DS version actually work on the original besides Aonuma, who apparently hates the game so much that he couldn't even remember how to fight the third boss? I really need more arrows. I needed arrows for that. Unless... Oh shoot, but I also need arrows for the bees! Let's open that be full of arrows. Didn't reach. Are these ones made of... These are made of metal. Dang it. I need arrows! But I don't want to leave without the hook shot. Unless it hits 4, and then I'm leaving to go to the ranch. I'm really settling on going there early just to make sure. Stop moving so I can hit you. Oh, cool, it works. I should just be able to fight them. Just let me fight them. This is the same feeling I have in the Yiga hideout in Breath of the Wild. It's like, why do I stop? When they catch me, why do I stop? I can take them on. Especially in rooms where it's only like 2 guys. Like, come on, Link. Why are you giving up? It's because it's a stinking forced stealth section in a non-stealth game that nobody asks for. Okay, there we go. Got her. Get up the ladder before she wakes up. It would have been kind of funny if she woke up and caught me while I was going up the ladder. Man, why is it always like the area B areas that, like the non-dungeon interlude areas that have the best music? It's like the main area is just the field theme. Oh no! Okay, there we go. I still need arrows though, but I think they'll give me arrows if arrows are the only way to do this. Because it's Nintendo, they know to do that. Yeah, bee! See, if that were me, I would have left. 1 bee? Actually, I think it's a hornet. But just one of those, I would have been gone. I've been waiting for you. And did you find the rest of the eggs? No, but that's because... What are you trying to pull here? If people hear the great pirates have lost the treasure they stole, we'll become the laughingstock. The laughingstock, not a laughingstock. They'll turn it to the boat from that creepypasta. The sea is strangely murky where we were attacked by the sea snakes. Silence! I forgot I was the one advancing the dialogue. That's why the Zoras can't send for any help. Now that the eggs are gone, the Zors should be frantically searching for them. They're not. That's the weird thing. I don't think anyone noticed except for Lulu, who is the mother of the eggs. If we don't hurry, the Zors will get to them before we do. There are 4 eggs here now. And I only have 3 bottles. Hurry, go find the other 3 eggs before those sea snakes eat them. Understood. Oh, so sad. Wait! The Zor eggs are the only clue we have about the dragon cloud floating over the bay. If what that strange masked one says is true. Because you know to trust a guy wearing a mask. Especially if they're strange. And if we get our hands on the treasure that lies sleeping in the temple in that dragon cloud, then we can spend the rest of our lives living the good life. So get a move on and go find them. Now! Understood. Oh, she sure knows what to say to get her people motivated. Yeah, that's the Nintendo I know. Oh, B? But like genuinely, that would be me too. I'm not a honey badger. I'm not dumb enough to stick around in front of angry bees. Alright, I get my wish. I was gonna make a joke about like, I fished my wish. I'll get the hookshot. But who is thinking about go fish right now except for me? Just because I was going to say something about I get my wish. And then my mind was like, oh no, make that a go fish reference. You know, like when you fish, you know, when you ask for something and then they say go fish, but then you fish it up anyway. You fished up what you were asking for. You fished your wish. Okay, get out of there. Get out of there with the clam. Don't target the egg. Target the thing that's worth targeting. Gotcha. All right. Also, you know another thing that they fixed about being underwater with the Zora Link? He's not slow. Like when you're underwater in Ocarina of Time, it feels so slow. Like every move you make is just so much slower. But Zora Link doesn't seem impeded by the... I was gonna say snow. I was also gonna warp out, but don't have the warp. I think I'll just get kicked out. I'll just get escorted out. Hello. Don't search me for any eggs. I definitely did not take anything. Also, the hookshot. I don't know what you were keeping it here for, and none of you, probably none of you using it. So you think that's what they meant to happen when they throw you out the door? I think they expect for you to get caught by the boat people immediately. Yeah, I guess now I don't really need the 4th bottle because when I go back, I'm just gonna have 3 empty bottles anyway. Well, 2 empty bottles and 1 filled with milk that I can easily drink to get an empty bottle. I am already hurt, so I could do it. Man, it always scared me that there were like-likes under here. Because I always hated like-likes, because I was always scared of getting my stuff stolen. I don't think they can take anything from you in this game, except, like, money, maybe? Ammo? Stuff you lose when you go back in time anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Because you really don't have anything you can lose that you have to buy again, except, I guess, your shield? Your hero's shield, because I think you can buy another at the the general store. Oh, that was a speedy roll. Speaking of speedy rolls... Actually, I don't know that it's really faster to go to Clocktown, but I'm gonna go to Clocktown. So then I don't have to get on opponent and leave that way. It probably would be faster to do that, but I'm already committed. See, this way I can sit here for a few seconds and not do anything. It's the lazy way. Okay, which way again? South? Dude. Spam message in the chat again. Okay. They tick me off not because they're spam, but because they think I'll fall for it. It's like I'm not. It's someone showing up and their first message is literally, "Man, I love your streams." Like, I mean, sure, lurkers happen, but if a lurker really did love my streams and decided to make their first message about how much they love my streams, they would probably say that instead of, "I love your streams, can you add me on Discord?" Like, no one is gonna go straight from lurking to, "Can I be your friend on Discord?" Like, that's not how this works. And I do genuinely wonder if, like, every streamer gets those and they're just better at filtering them out, or that I see them because I am the one running the show. So even if they were filtered out, I'd still see them, but... Or are these messages sent to only people who have, like, low view counts or something? So that, you know, you prey on the hopeful, you know, the people who are like, "Oh, ooh, a fan who wants to be friends? Oh, man. Ooh, I'm excited about that." It's like, could you imagine if someone dropped a message like that in Josh Jepson's stream? It would not be taken seriously. It's like, that's not how it works. You can't just make your first message to Josh Jepson be, "I love your stream, I would like to be a fan and friend. Can you add me on Discord?" Because obviously that'd be a no. Like, sure, it would be cool to be friends with why can't I say it? Josh Jepson. But it doesn't happen by making your first message be, "Hey, can we be friends?" Like, you gotta earn it. You gotta be fun to be around first. Oh, I think I remember how this works. Okay, so when the day transitions from, or when the time transitions from dawn of first day to night of first day, that reloads the area, and then Cremia will be, like, near the entrance, I think, with the wagon set up. So technically it's not today, it is night of first day that she shows up. I still think Link's shield is weird. Like, why is that not a Hylian shield? Why is it... What was it? Hero's shield? Champion's shield? One of those is this shield's name, and the other one is the name of the shield in A Link to the Past. One of those two. Should I slow time again, or is that... I'm gonna slow time again. I don't know if this is what if what we're about to do is affected by the flow of time, but it would probably help if it was. Oh no, she's over here. Hello? There we go. Oh, good evening. I'm going to town now to deliver milk. Would you like a ride? Would I? That's great, and I'm kind of lonely. I welcome company. It's kind of weird that, like, you fend off the aliens, and then she's like, "Oh, did you help defend us from aliens? Would you like a ride back home? I'll be leaving 12 hours from now." I guess it's been a while since our father died, but okay. The cow's always been bothered and frazzled. I'm finding broken bottles everywhere. Who's doing it? I don't know. My sister Romani has been worried too. She's been practicing using bow. She says it's to stop the ghosts. Say, what are the town folks saying about that moon? It's bigger than before, what, isn't it? In town, I have a friend. Her name is Andrew. Andrew, the day after tomorrow is her wedding. I wonder if it will fall. That thing. Did I just hear Link equip the bow? What? The road. Boy, get your bow ready. Oh, it's already ready. Game did it for me. I always flip-flop between this being easy and this being hard. Let's see which head the coin will land on this time. The coin flip. First Milk Road is blocked by a boulder, and now we have to take this detour through ugly country. Are you ready, boy? I'm going to try to get us through here as fast as I can. If any pursuers come from behind, chase them off with your arrows. And she's been through this before, hasn't she? I never thought about that, and I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that, but the fact that she knows exactly what is about to happen, I think shows she's been robbed before. Man, that sucks. They may be after my cargo of milk bottles. Do you understand? Why is it default to no? I understand. Thanks, I'm relying on you. If we can get through here, I'll have a big thanks for you in the form of a new item. Infinite arrows, whee! Infinite arrows, whee! Wait, can I Z-target them when they get close? Not that I really need to right now. You know, still thinking about, like, is this affected by the speed of time? Maybe that's why sometimes I find this hard and sometimes it's easy. Maybe it is affected by the flow of time, and having time moving normally makes them move faster than I'm used to. Whoop, get back, get back, get back, get back. Hey, hey, Did we lose any? I think did we start with 3 or 4? Get out of here. Okay, we did it. We did it. I did it. I was the only one shooting. What is this we? Mr. Barton was happy to get his first delivery in quite a while. Thank you. You were pretty cool. This isn't very big, but accept my thanks. We get the bad reward. We get the stinking mask. Ah! By doing one good deed, a child becomes an adult. That mask is only given to a limited number of adult customers. It's proof of membership. Wait, it's only given to a limited number. Does that mean there's only limited members? Or can you be a member but also not get the mask? I now acknowledge you as being an adult. I did it! I got this mask, and now I never have to do the alien thing or the riding in the back of the carriage thing ever again. That was my feeling as a kid, and I still kind of feel it. I don't want to do that again. I mean, at least not right. Not on this playthrough. Okay, so that's done. I still need my sword. I delivered an egg. I guess I could go get more eggs. I don't have the warp. But what I do have is a horse. If I play the song right. I feel like I've been doing too much of talking about what is going on in the game, which is my sloppy segue to talking about the thing I want to talk about. Is I got 100% of Bonanza the other day in Donkey Kong Bonanza. And it was fun. I don't think I ever used a guide. I feel like maybe there was one thing I may have looked up, but I don't remember what that would have been. Because, you know, the game has all the... It's got hints in the game. You can buy the hints to... I mean, it's not even hints. It just shows you the location of things you're missing if you buy the maps. Which I think is great. I really like that. And it was not detrimental to my money, because I always had enough to buy stuff when I needed it, except for things that are supposed to be expensive and that you're supposed to save up for in post-game. But even that was like, I didn't need a grind. I'm trying to tell if time is going slow or not. It's blinking when it's slow, right? I'm pretty sure I slowed it. Yeah, I can see how people think that Bonanza was easier than Mario Odyssey. The fact that I've never 100%ed Mario Odyssey should be your indication that it is indeed easier. But I think it's more fun. I don't know if that's a controversial take. I know when Odyssey first came out, people weren't big on it because they're like, oh, there's too many moons, they don't mean anything. You know, kind of ignoring the point of like, well, there's supposed to be a lot of moons because it's supposed to be easy to, you know, the Mario 64 thing of like, well, if you don't want to do this moon, you can do that moon instead, and that'll give you enough to move on. But, you know, instead of it being a door that you unlock, it's the entire next world. Like, you just fly there. But Bonanza was more fun. It did not have any moon, you know, bananas that were particularly tedious to get. And kind of along the same train of thought, none were particularly difficult, except for, like, a couple of post-game bananas. Oops, I thought the boats were gone. Ow. You could have thrown me in the water, you know. I can swim, I'm a fish. Where's the door again? It was over the other way. Which, you know, I definitely think Bonanza wins out on being fun the entire time. And I would say that the sacrifice in, you know, the sacrifice in difficulty is made up for by being just fun the entire time. Because I started a new Odyssey playthrough, and I'm like, when I started it, I was like, oh, I want to get 100%. I'm going to try to get every moon in every world before, every moon I can before moving on to the next world. And then I, immediately in the first, like, it's not even the real, like, the first real world, technically, because, like, the only moon you can get is, actually, is that even a moon? Because, you know, was it the Cappy Kingdom with all the hat ghosts? I was, like, almost up to the tower that you go to in that, and then I remembered, like, oh, wait, there are a lot of tedious moons in this game. And I don't mean, like, oh, there are a lot of moons, and that's tedious. I mean, there's some moons that are just tedium. They're just an annoying concept to do. I mean, maybe not the concept itself being the bad thing, but it's, like, it's annoying to execute. Because there are some that are just, it's not whether or not you find them or whether or not you have the platforming chops to collect them, but it's just like an annoying kind of puzzle. I didn't get more arrows. Also, I can go get that other bottle now. I should do that. Oh, I have more arrows. Okay. Because I remembered, like, oh yeah, there were like moons that you get for, like, it's a walking challenge. Like, it's, you have to walk on this line. I wanted the Zora mask, not the hook shot. Come on, game. And it's like you gotta walk on this line, but then the line turns invisible after like 3 seconds. So you have to remember where the line was. Wait, can I just... Wait. There we go. You know, I used to think that Zora Link is not that great at combat, but now I'm like, wait, maybe he's actually the best. Like, maybe Goron Link is stronger. But, like, I can... Ow. I can do this. Zora Link is actually really cool. And not just for the swimming. Like, dang. But yeah, it's like those walking moons, I really don't want to do. So maybe I'm not going to 100% Mario Odyssey. Ever. You know, not just on that one playthrough, but also in my other playthrough that is not at 100% yet. And maybe never will, because there were those moons that it's not even a platforming challenge, it's just an annoying thing. Or like the ones where it's like you gotta move around pieces of Mario's face. You have to put them in the right position. But then the other parts of his face will disappear. There we go. Just trying to remember how to do that again. So you have to remember where you were supposed to put it and try to get, you know, try to get it placed as accurately as possible with everything else turning invisible. Like, that's not a terrible idea. You know, it's a fun Mario Party minigame. I say as someone who doesn't play Mario Party. But like, that's not a fun moon to get in Mario Odyssey. And Donkey Kong, by contrast, I couldn't figure out how I wanted to say that. And I was trying to not sound like a doofus while saying it, but I think I just failed that. Also, I just remembered the hookshot can knock people out, can't it? And then I didn't immediately try to do it. Game, please. Thumbstick, whatever, whoever is to blame, please stop. Aha, I knew it. Yeah, Bonanza, to finish that sentence, jeez, doesn't have anything like that. It's just, it's all challenges based around what Donkey Kong can do. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna get through before she wakes up in 2 seconds. Like, the closest thing I can think to that are, like, ones where... How long will you stay knocked out, actually? I want that chest. Ones where it's a smashing challenge. So you gotta break all the material. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna do that through this. I'm not getting that chest right now. You probably do need the stone mask for that. Dang. Yeah, it's just material appears and you just gotta break it within a time limit. That's the closest thing I can think of that would be the same thing. And it's not tedious because it's playing with the mechanics that you're playing the entire game with. It's playing with the smashing mechanics. And like, sure, the Mario Odyssey ones, those annoying moons are still using the capture mechanic, but that doesn't mean they're fun. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like any bananas in Donkey Kong that were not either to find them or, like, you know, a natural challenge with Donkey Kong's abilities or the Bonanza forms, but like they're all based around the gameplay and not just like, hey, put this piece of Mario's face in the place where it is. Well, oh, it disappeared. Okay, hearts were not what I was hoping for. I want not arrows. I'm good on them for now. I wanted magic. That's fine. No, put it there. Put hook shot there. It's kind of annoying that you gotta be human to get up here, but then you gotta be Zora to get down there. And you gotta wait to sink. Face the right way! But, you know, I am kind of thinking, like, maybe I just don't like Odyssey that much. I do think it's a good game, but maybe just for my personal taste, maybe I just don't like it that much. That is a possibility. And I know the opposite is true for some people, where they really loved Mario Odyssey and they just can't get into Bonanza, and that's fine too. So I guess I'm the person who loves Bonanza and doesn't really care for Odyssey that much. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so up the stairs is the hookshot room. I think. Yeah. What is there? Oh, is that where I came out of after... Or is that where I'm gonna come out of when I get this third and final egg? Or I guess fourth and final egg. I also keep forgetting I can press X instead of down on the C stick. Or down on the right stick. I keep calling it the C stick because I'm used to... Because it's like, I'm thinking with the GameCube controls, which would have been the same way. The C stick doing the same thing. And now that I think about it, actually really smartly used X, Y, and Z. Oh, wait, which turn it? Dude! She's stuck. Ah! Because X, Y, and Z were left, right, and down C. So, like, that's the smoothest transition between the Nintendo 64 controls and the original controls as you can get. Like, the only thing you're missing is up on the C stick. Or, C up. And then that's just, you know, up on the C stick. It's like the C stick is dedicated to going into first-person view, except it's not, because you could still use it for the directions. But I'm pretty sure I always used X, Y, and Z for items. I guess it just felt more natural. So what's out that door then? I guess I'll take a look after I succeed in getting this egg. Which I will do. Okay, that works too. You know, I think... I want to say this was part of that retrospective I mentioned last time. Part of the Majora's Mask part. I forget if they were doing it as Zora Link. I think they threw their fins at her. Which is another way to stun her. I don't need to be using magic. Except you can't attack with her out. So it's not optimal. That works. I want to say they also use Goron Link, but I might be thinking of something later. I like how it never comes up again that Zora apparently have an electric eel gland. Don't think it ends here. Well, actually it does. Once I get this egg, I'm out. Turn back now because I know I'm gonna need the hook shot, and then I'll drink my milk. Too bad it doesn't restore magic. That'd be very helpful. Is it not two? Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna say, is it not 2 gulps in this game? Wait, nope. The door with torches. Yeah, the door I was right there. So yeah, that's the door I knew it was gonna be. Dude. Yeah, honestly, when I started that new Mario playthrough, I don't even need to kill the thing. Just grab the egg and go. Yeah, once I remembered all the moons that I don't want to do, then I'm like, I should have just started a new Bonanza playthrough. That's what I should have done. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I did do a second Bonanza playthrough where I wanted to see how fast I could beat the game. Because, you know, it lasted me a good few days the first time I had it. And I wanted to see how quickly I could beat it, knowing where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do. And apparently I shortened a few days into, like 1 day, approximately. And I didn't do any, like, speedrun skips. I did use some speedrun techniques, though. I did use the chunk, the turf surf jump. Alright, I still don't have a sword. Where you surf turf and then immediately cancel it to get a little extra height in a jump. I would do that sometimes. Especially when I was about to glide somewhere with ostrich. Which is apparently also a great way to skip stuff. Once you get ostrich, you can fly. Well, not fly, but you can glide. Which is very helpful. Like, there was one room, I don't know if I should say where it was, the feast layer. And it's like a room of acid. And basically acid. Oh wait, I gotta turn the eggs in. And you're supposed to ride around the room on this platform, and it goes all the way around the room, like around the perimeter. You can just skip it with ostrich. Just get a good jump going and then glide across to the other side with ostrich. It's easy. I did do the savannah skip though, on the savannah layer where there's a ledge that, like, you're supposed to go down and then back up to that same part of the layer. But there's a ledge where if you can manage to jump to it, you skip most of the savannah, I think. And then I think you can also, from there, jump across to another part where you can get right to the hole that goes down to the boss, I think. But yeah, that I swear, it took me like an hour to get that jump right. So I think I was doing it too fast. I was doing the steps too fast. I remembered after looking it up that it's like, oh, right. I guess I didn't remember, I was reminded. But I was reminded that you don't do the steps fast. Because if you do it too fast, then, like, you just lose... I was going to say you lose the momentum. Not necessarily. But you do get more distance if you wait a little bit between the steps. So it's like you got to do the turf surf cancel jump. I forget if there's a term for that, but yeah, this turf surf jump. And then it's like you punch with the turf, and then you do a chunk jump. And then I think you punch and then roll. And it has to be a rolling punch, otherwise you'll smack the wall and then you won't be able to grab it. Let me see if I can remember how to get through here. Nope. But somehow I have this more memorized than I do the monkey path. Now let me see if I can prove it. Because you're basically just following the arrows. You just have to know which arrows are false. So I'm pretty sure this one is false, but then you can trust this one. And then go the way it's pointing. Excuse me. Yeah, I died so many times trying to do that savannah skip. I was getting mad. Ow. I did not want first-person controller. Not the bottle. Is that straight enough? Or do I gotta go this way? No, I tried that. I need water. Hang on. Like, I know I'm in the middle of the ocean right now, but you can't drink that. Not even if you're a fish. Actually, would this be the sea, or is it the ocean? I know there's a difference. I don't remember the difference. I mean, I remember that one is connected to land and the other is surrounded on all sides by water. I don't remember which is which. Oh, there it is. There's the next sign. Remember, it's that sign? No! I don't want to get the seahorse. Because I remember how you get it, and I don't want to give that guy the satisfaction. He's kind of a creep, not gonna lie. I do kind of want Bonanza's DLC, but you know, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, Nintendo putting out $20 DLC and all it is a roguelike mode. Like, no, it sounds good, but like for $20 right now, I can wait. I'm not gonna wait for a price drop because I'm not gonna hold my breath on that. But wait, did it? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I tried. So I'll try going directly where the sign is pointing. Yeah, I want to get Christmas presents for people first, and then I'll buy myself DLC. If I have money left. I might. But, you know, just making sure I have the money for presents first. And then DLC. So probably sometime in December. Please work with me. I was gonna say it's my only way of pressing up C, but then I remembered I could do the face buttons. Since there are only 3 eggs here, then, you know, I don't have to worry about I don't have to worry about coming. I don't have to worry about coming back. Why did I go first person when I pressed the shoulder button? Okay, I'm gonna try ignoring the sign. Is that another false sign? Is that what's going on? I might be trying too hard to be facing the ways the signs are posting. Or pointing. Use the fish to guide me. That might be what they're there for. And then to this sign, right. There we go. See, I know for the most part it's just follow the signs. Oh, do you? I remembered that eels were here. I just forgot that there was one right there. I'm out of magic. I do feel a slight bit of concern over the fact that it is nearly the 3rd day. But as long as I remember to go get my sword, there was no rush. That's not what I need. There we go. But I want more than that. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Okay. That I feel comfortable with. Die, eel! I don't know why I expect this to be a stray fairy. That does not make sense. Why would a stray fairy live on a forest moon Endor? That does not make sense. Oh, my wallet's full. I forgot to stop at the bank while I was gone. Oh, man, I just realized I could have bought a Chateau Romani and had infinite magic. I didn't think I was going to use my magic this much. But if I had the foresight, I could have done that. Because I can get in the milk bar now. Now that I think about it, maybe you don't need to use your magic to do that. Maybe you can hit it with the boomerangs. With the boomerang fins. Alright, I'll put that away. I can feel the morning light coming down through the surface. Excuse me. Okay, well, you can't land there, so I guess you do need magic. Excuse me. The warbly underwater bell. I don't have enough magic for the next guy, do I? There was a joke I wanted to make next time the bells started chiming and I forgot. I don't remember what that joke was. It wasn't a very good one anyway. I remember that much about it. Am I sure that does not have an egg at the end? You know, render distance and stuff. Okay, I am sure now. Okay, there is an egg, so I need this guy. I need this guy to go away. I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay, so I should be able to see before going up to them if they have an egg or not. But I'm feeling lucky on these pots. Yeah! Okay, well, I was half right. One of them had magic, which is enough for me. Hopefully. Yeah, I knew they would wiggle if they came out and did not bite me. Oh, come on. Okay, well, I think there's only one eel left. This has got to be the one with the egg. Yep, there it is. You're not the one... Well, oh, wait, yeah, you are. Render distance. And final egg. There we go. I always think of that part as, or this part of the game as being really tedious, but yeah, apparently if you make sure you have 3 bottles, or Well, I was gonna say, or if you get the bottle from on top of the waterfall that you need the hook shot to get to, yeah, that would count as making sure you have 3 bottles. So you can get the hook shot and then go get that bottle and then make sure you have 3. And the story gives you 1, and then if you're gonna make sure you get your upgraded sword, which I always am sure to do, then, you know, you gotta do the Goron race, which gives you a bottle with gold dust in it. Man, like, half the bottles in this game start with something in it. Because the one from whichever witch that was, which witch is which, then it comes with a red potion in it, and you gotta give it to the other witch. And then you get the one with the one from Romani, which comes with milk. And then the one with the gold dust. You're over the spot. Yeah, there you are. There you go. You are above the thing. I wonder if the only reason they're using this song in here is because there's the guy in Lake Hylia who also has a lab that also uses this music. I think it's listed in this official soundtrack as the Potion Shop theme. So why it's playing for the Lake Laboratory guy, I don't know. Oh, there we go. They gotta hatch first. Oh, look at this. What does this mean? What in the world could this mean? They just hatch and even they know what it means, but you don't. I've got it. Don't you understand the way these Zora children have lined up? It means Zora are born with an innate understanding of musical composition. Hello? There we go. Sorry, I'm using the stick. The inaccurate stick. And this is the one I can never remember how to play. I don't know why I thought you have to do anything in, like, the Zora Hall to get to the dungeon. Like, no, you save the eggs, and then they hatch and teach you the song. And then there you go. Go play the song where you're supposed to play it, and you can get into the dungeon. You've learned New Wave Bossa Nova. It's a melody taught by the Zora children that invigorates singing voices. Yes, it's that instrument. If these Zoras were born to teach this song, then hurry! You must play the song for the Zora who laid these eggs. Yep, okay, but I gotta go get my sword. I don't know why up and down is not working. It's only left and right, which is weird, because there's gonna be a whole circle of warp points later. So you would think you just point the stick to the one you want to warp to. Oh yeah, I should probably be a human. Now let's be a Zora. Let's see what he says. Yes, hello. It is me, Link the human. I am here to claim my sword. Sorry, but we only do swords and cutlery. You can't sharpen my fins. That's okay, I can do it myself. I can enlarge the fins. Somehow. I won't question it because it's cool. I kept you waiting. But it's done, see? Second best sword in the game. I don't even know if I want to bother getting the third sword, or the final sword, the best sword in the game. Newly forged, your sword is better than ever and it will never break. I remember when Skyward Sword was coming out and people were like, oh, Girahim has diamond patterns on him. Does that mean he's like the gilded sword? No. I mean, it ended up being true that he is a sword, but he's not the gilded sword. There was zero connection to Majora's Mask. But it's just funny to think back that's what people thought. Like, oh, maybe we'll see Kapora and Gabora in Skyward Sword. Maybe they'll help forge the Master Sword. Like, no. Really goes to show how much more thought fans put into things than Nintendo. I'm not gonna be like Nintendo never puts thought into anything, but fans will put a lot of thought into things, and Nintendo's just like, well, hey, you're overthinking it. Calm down. You're not gonna literally forge the Master Sword. You're just gonna go up to a magic flame, and it's gonna go into your sword, and then the sword will magically be a better sword. I guess I gotta walk back to Great Bay, don't I? I gotta go my horse again. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go break first. And then when I come back, we're gonna go get the warp points I couldn't get because I didn't have my sword. Oh, good. I got my second type of spam message tonight. Cool. Cheap viewers on blank. Because I've banned the term and they still show up anyway. I'm gonna go Goron for this. I wanna roll. Transform and roll out. Yeah, I still don't understand. Like, what's the point in buying viewers? It just makes number go up. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you're a good creator just because you bought viewers. Like, what am I supposed to, like... Is the point supposed to be that you buy viewers and then it makes your statistics go up and then that makes you, I don't know, more likely to show up on the front page or something? And then, you know, you get real viewership and... I don't know. It just doesn't seem worth it to me. It's obviously a scam, so why would I do it? I'm also pretty sure it's against the terms of service, so... Ow, okay, I thought I would get the magic roll. Don't grab the grass! It's the other way, other way. Man, these fountains just make me think of the fact that... It makes me think of how when you call the 4 giants, one of them steps directly on the fountains. I'm pretty sure. Paulina, I need you. You're on the other side of the fence. Stupid thumbstick. There you are. Get on. I like how you can see the place where I just was as a Zora. The 2 spires that mark the whatever that was called again. I forget. The abyss. It's cool that they bothered to try to put that there. Excuse me, so you know, like, oh, it's, excuse me, jeez. It's a big landmark, so they bothered to make sure you could see it from that far away. I don't really want to do Great Bay tonight. Or, you know, the temple, Great Bay Temple. I guess as long as I got the Great Fairy Mask out. Yeah, okay, just making sure it had to be the sword. Make it the Great Fairy Mask out. I mean, well, I shouldn't be going to do it right now anyway. I should really reset time. I don't even know if I have enough time to do the race to get the another bottle. I don't need it now. I did the Zora thing. I don't need bottles anymore. Or jam jars. I will come over and get the warp, but I think I actually want to go off to Akana. Like, I'm gonna sequence break a little bit. And by sequence break, I mean do stuff that is, it may not be the story intended method, but I'm also not like doing a speedrun skip or anything. Like, it's still legal by game terms, by what the game allows. It's just not the order you're supposed to go in. Should be a bunch of stuff in these pots. Get the magic, get the magic. That's the thing I wanted. Okay, now we can go off. To a place I'm not supposed to go to yet. Woo! Dolphin jump. Maybe that's the part that people really like about being Zora. It's not like any particular part about how it controls, but it's just like jumping out of the water is fun. Because otherwise it kind of just controls like you're flying. Which I guess is how swimming should be. Why am I still holding A? I'm still holding A. That's only for when you're underwater. Ow. Why did I leave a pwn all the way over there? I guess I stopped there because I was like, oh, look, it's the tower and the spires over in the distance. You can see them. They're a landmark. A landmark that is ironically out in the water. But it is made of land. It would be land if it were flat. So it is technically still land mark. Wait, what am I doing? I just said like, oh, I don't need a bottle, and what am I doing? I'm going to Akana to get a bottle. So yeah, if anything, I should just reset time. And then go off to the dungeon. I don't know why my mic feels a little high now. I feel like I'm pretty sure I'm sitting how it was. I didn't put my money away! No! 200 rupees! It's fine, because I could just get that out of the 2 chests I can check every morning. Do I have to keep telling the kid the code for the bomber's hideout? Maybe I won't get that one. But I don't need money right now anyway. I think the only thing I could really use money for at this moment in time, I think I would just be saving up money to get the bank reward for passing a certain threshold of money. There's a piece of heart. I should have done this and then continue talking. I can't play both. I can't play that and talk at the same time, apparently. And I can't scratch my nose and say yes at the same time. Okay, and then... The sad thing is now the eggs are re-kidnapped. I have heard of people doing, like brightest timeline ending, where, like, they'll fix as many of the world's problems as they can before going off to the final boss. I'm not gonna do that. I remembered! Because I can remember how it goes, I just don't remember what the notes translate to in terms of buttons. That's Malon's voice! It is funny that they use the same samples. You know what? Maybe I do need to turn the game down. It looks like it's consistently being... well, now it's going back to being quiet. You would think I could play the Sonata of Awakening here, since this involves awakening the turtle. I slept quite well. I just realized this when I opened my eyes. The passing of days is quite quick, isn't it, Lulu? How do you know her name? Yes, Lulu. It's nothing to be surprised at. Although my eyes were closed in sleep, I still see everything that occurs in this ocean. It seems Lulu is confused. Regrettably, there was no time for idle conversation. Now then, proud Zora warrior. Become a proud human warrior and use your hookshot to climb on my back. The open seas of the Great Bay have need of your might. Quickly, climb onto my back. This reminds me of the carriage guys in Skyrim. Climb and back and we'll be off. I wonder just how many Skyrim quotes I have seared in my brain. Oh, I don't have the hookshot on. How many Skyrim quotes I have seared into my brain. Like, I know I have a ton of stuff from the shopkeeper in Riverwood, because that's a place I go to a lot on new saves, or at least, well, actually I don't know that it's a lot, but it's been enough that I remember that. Especially returning the claw. It's like if I end up going to Bleak Falls Barrow, I tend to return the claw as well, because that gets you some money. And I think experience from completing the quest. Great Bay Temple. All these dungeons are just area name and then temple. Except for Stone Tower. Technically. Because it's not a Kana temple. Whoa, it's a huge water wheel. I don't know why you're excited about the water wheel. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, well. First of all, I need to go out and get arrows. Second of all, I need to light all the torches in this room. Wait, I was gonna say, can I use Deku Sticks? If I had them! Heart. Fairy. I can't believe I got that. So now I've got some insurance. Nothing. There we go. And some bombs, just in case. More bombs, just in case. More arrows, good. Exactly what I needed. It would be so cool if I could get an angle where I could shoot all these torches at once. Unfortunately, I'm too short. Oh, also, they're... Oh, no, it's not against the wall. Okay, just make sure it lit. I don't think that lit. Did that one go out? There we go. I kind of hate that they go out, because it's like, you know, the puzzle is solved once you realize, oh, something happens when I light all these torches. They don't need that extra bit of like, oh, you gotta do it before time runs out. You gotta do it before they all extinguish themselves. Let me just double check. Okay. So I remembered about that when going into here, because I'm pretty sure there's one at the bottom of this. Like under this platform. I can't put the Great Fairy can't put it on. I don't know if that's while in water or just while under the water, because I grabbed the ledge too quickly. It's you. I was hoping to do that before that platform got in the way, but it got in the way. There we go. Oh, there's money over here. Ow. There was one time Link dove like that and hit his head on something right as the music plays the part where it goes clunk. See that part? I don't know if you heard it. Right as that part played, I hit my head. It was the best. Oh, my money. Okay. Spin the what do you? Oh, I guess it's a valve. I'm opening a valve. I thought that turned that on. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. It's under the water. I saw it. Frank saw it. Yeah, turn the water wheel back on. I sure hope that... I mean, I'm sure it is, but... Actually, I don't even have to hope. Because I know. Never mind. I was to say, I sure hope this isn't somehow the Japanese version and I didn't notice. Because of that version, when you pause the water wheels, they stop where they stop, rather than where you need them to stop. So, yeah, I think I should turn the game down. That does look a little loud. But like I said last time I adjusted the volume, it's like, it sounds fine to me, so I assume it's fine. I just realized how much it lines up with the fact that, like, I'm doing this, well, I was going to say right after coming back from break. Well, 30 minutes after coming back from a break, but basically with an hour left that I would like to be live for. I would like to end in an hour. Dude! So it just kind of works out that I have the rest of the cycle to do this, which is, you know, like we established, it's about an hour. So I really do just have this cycle to do it, because then I'm just gonna end. When the time ends, so does... Ah, okay, I knew that wasn't gonna work, but I tried it anyway. When the cycle ends, so does the stream. This reminds me of like randomizer videos where it's like, if I get a blue rupee, this video ends. I don't know how many of those have ever actually ended from getting a blue rupee. There certainly weren't any that I know of where it's like they were playing for like 2 minutes and then immediately got a blue rupee. Or whatever it was they said. They would end the video when it happens. Okay, so the easiest way to tackle the Great Bay Temple, follow the pipes. So what's the first? No, the first one we turned on was yellow. We haven't turned on green yet. I almost feel like that's your hint. Is that yellow is going into there and green is also... But on the other side, red is going, so... Your hint is that it's the only way you can go, so follow the green. I know there are fairies in here. I don't know if it's in that barrel. Just gonna swim around in the toilet for a little bit. Get up there. Okay, yeah, you were there. So the water is spinning one way, which means we can only go that way. Okay, what if I don't take the first green I see? What if I do? Okay, can't take that one either. Okay. How about... No, not... Okay. Fine. Ow. I know this is not correct, but I want to get fairies. Apparently some arrows. Pretty sure there's a fairy in here. I just have to climb out of the water to see. What? If you could somehow step on the top of that Octorok, I bet you'd be able to climb onto that central pillar. But the Octorok is so squishy and it keeps squirming around. There's gotta be something you can do. Well, not now. Okay, nope. No fairy in here. Thought it would have been in the center, but apparently not. Well, I tried to put up my shield. Link was too busy in his animation. Dude! I'm getting juggled by clams. I've seen clips of that one. Well, I want to say that one Game Grumps guy, but I guess I can just say the Game Grumps. Because I don't think the other guy tends to play, but... Also goes to show you how much I watch them, that I don't even know their names. But the one guy who's playing Ocarina of Time and who's getting bodied by the clams. He was getting absolutely slammed by the clams. Yeah, like that. Exactly, Link. Oh, okay. But I only know of that clip because I watched a video talking about how much the Game Grumps tend to tick off the audiences of the games they play, like Sonic fans and Zelda fans. And that video was a clip talking about how the one guy really does not like Ocarina of Time. Which is kind of funny to think for me, because, like, I know there are people who don't like Twilight Princess. Bear with me on this train of thought. There are people who don't like Twilight Princess because, like, oh, it's too much like Ocarina of Time. It's basically just retelling Ocarina of Time. Yeah, you know what Ocarina of Time is? It's basically retelling A Link to the Past. So it is kind of funny to me to think that there is someone who doesn't like Ocarina of Time because it's too much like A Link to the Past, and they just like A Link to the Past better. In the same way that there are people who prefer Ocarina of Time over Twilight Princess, because, like, well, they're basically the same game. What could be in here? Oh, it could be anything. It could even be a boat. You know how much we've always wanted one of those. Yeah, I don't know if I can climb that ledge from here, so I'm just gonna... Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ow, ow, ow. Dexy hands. Bio-Dekubabas. Why are they called Bio-Dekubabas? Dekubabas are biological. So what makes these guys bio? No, don't dive onto the lily pad. Yeah, Bio-Dekubabas. Here's the bio to the Bio-Dekubaba. Calm down and aim carefully, and don't blame me if one hit doesn't get rid of it. Good job, Link. Okay, fine. Get out of here. Oh, I need to kill all of them. That's why my controller was rumbling, because there was a secret chest here. I apparently still have the Stone of Agony, even though it's not shown in my inventory. Excuse me. Oh yeah, so this is one of those rooms I forget about when you reverse the flow of water, because it'll start going that way when you do that. And you need to come in here and ride it that way. I think. Because that blows you out, so I don't think it'll pull you in when the water reverses. Oh, come on. Well, at least I'm okay. I was gonna say, get away from that. I was gonna trigger the bomb shoe and not get hit by it, but then I did. They're just gonna be down there making noise. Shut up down there. There we go. I knew I can make that. Just the compass. But you gotta hand it to them. At least you get it early, so you know where you're going. You know, so it's easy to plan where you're trying to get to, because you can look at the map and with the compass and go like, oh, I see there's a chest over there. I need a key. For crying out loud, Link, just hit it. I gotta be honest, as far as Deku Baba designs go, that has gotta be the least appealing one. Ugh, most off-putting Deku Baba design. I feel like Deku Baba's, it's kind of a design that doesn't really change that much between games. I feel a sneeze coming on. Hang on. I'm always worried if I can get to the mute button in time before the sneeze. Well, at least this time I did. Okay, so I think I need to come back with the ice arrow. Spoilers. Oh, it does spit. What? Huh? This is where I just was. Like, oh, you can't go anywhere here. If only you could step on Octoroks. Okay, well, I'm already not sure where to go. Oh, the map doesn't show locked doors. Why does it not show where I am? Isn't that half the point of the compass? Like, it shows me what room I'm in, but it doesn't show me where I am relative to that room. Okay, well, like I said, follow the pipes. I guess we're going around this way again. Oh, wait, there was a locked door in here. No? Right. No. So there's this room, which had a fairy in it. Ow. I like when you hit your head when you're Zora swimming, and then you just slide back. You just go flying backwards. That's the boss key. So yeah, we're done in here until the water reverses. So then I guess stop doing that. No, that's where I just came from. I can't go that way. Let's back that way. Oh wait, is there? No. Locked door up here? No. Okay, maybe it's not as simple as I thought. There wasn't a locked door back through there, though. Okay, Pipe, where do you go? Am I forgetting? Am I forgetting a step in here? Get up there! I see a door there. There's the pipes. Can I get up there though? Do I need to come back with the ice arrow? I need to come back with the ice arrow. Okay, map. What room am I in? I see. Mm-hmm. Wait, does that one room have a locked door? I was forgetting, like, I wasn't even thinking about the door because I keep thinking that room is where you go. I keep thinking that's the boss room or the room right before the boss room. Yeah, so through here. So I know I can get up there because they're... Stop hitting your head on the walls. Man, maybe they were right to nerf the Zora swimming in the 3DS version. Maybe you do constantly hit your head on walls too much while with Zora. Yeah, okay, here we go. So you don't follow the pipes right away until you can turn one of the pipes on, which I think is in the next room. Should probably stock up. I suppose I am stocked. But, you know what? They're giving me bombs. I'm gonna put bombs on. I swear I've gotten 3 bomb drops. You would think that would fill my bomb bag, but apparently not. Dude. I don't know if you can destroy those things with bombs, so that's why I got bombs out. Upgraded spam tag also works. I think the fire arrow does do more damage, so I should use it. I should use it. I should use it. I think this was a fight that I struggled with when I was doing that playthrough where I was trying to not get as few things as possible, you know, doing a minimalism run. Oh, that really hurt, didn't it? He's in pain. Have a bomb. Happy birthday. If you think about it, it is this guy's birthday because the game just now generated him. You know, as far as the save is concerned, this was the day he was born. I thought I was gonna... I mean, obviously I thought I was gonna get him. That's why I fired. It's like, no, I fired because I thought it was gonna miss. There we go. Yeah, I feel like Fire Arrow did speed that up a bit. So that should get me the Ice Arrow. Which will get me up to the Pipe Room. So now I go back to where I kept going back through. Like, what did I miss? Can I get the boss key now too? Oh. I was mashing B to get through that. Oh, they both use the same amount of magic power. That's interesting. I wonder if that also applies to their I wonder if their damage is the same too. Because I think in Ocarina of Time, the fire arrow does more damage than a regular arrow, but then the ice arrow does more damage than that. And I think the light arrow does the most damage out of anything in terms of arrows. I'm just now realize how interesting it is that Wind Waker gives you both the fire arrow and the ice arrow at the same time, and does nothing with freezing and unfreezing like this game does. Because it's either you use the ice arrow or you use the fire arrow. There is no use both to solve this puzzle. At least as far as I can remember. I don't think there's any points where you like freeze water like you do in this game. Which I have to point out is another thing that they nerfed in the 3DS version. You can only freeze very specific points in the water, and only in this dungeon. Which is a really... It really is just another... There's no other way to put it. It's idiot-proofing. It's trying to make sure that even the dumbest of players can figure out how to get through the game. Which, again, I understand it, and love and respect Nintendo for making sure everyone can enjoy their games, but sometimes they go too far, and that's gotta be one of the things. It's like, I know that the 3DS wasn't an immediate success for them, but I'm pretty sure Majora's Mask 3D released at a point where they could have afforded a failure. You know, they could have afforded Majora's Mask 3D not performing well because, like, oh, not every player can figure out how to get through this. Like, they could have afforded that to be, you know, remain one of the harder games to get through. I don't think anything would have been problematic for them. I really don't think they needed to... Like, we live in the age of the internet. If you get stuck on something, you can look it up. There was no shame with making a game... Oh, apparently you follow the red pipes first? I thought you follow the green pipes first. Yeah, there was no shame in making a game harder and, you know, at least more vague with its puzzles, because people can just look them up. Or at least in terms of Nintendo games. You know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like every game is okay with having weird and obtuse puzzles, but like, this game has been out since what, the 2000s? I genuinely don't remember, because I feel like I was old enough to remember seeing commercials for this game, so if it came out in the 2000s, I would have been 3. And I don't know if 3 is old enough for me to have memories, but I don't know. But more to the point, this game has been out for a long time. If you get stuck in the remake, you can easily look it up. Dang, we really are just about to get the boss key, too. We're gonna have everything except the water going in the direction the water needs to go in, which is kind of funny. This reminds me of a door in Skyward Sword, except that door is covered by sand. And I remember seeing that in the trailer, and people were like, it's like Super Mario Sunshine. Because I guess it made them think of cleaning up the goop. Mini boss number 2. This game having a mini boss before the item and before the boss key in every dungeon, it's not something I think about a lot. Oh, you know what? Also put regular bow on. Oh, you can't do both. Well, I don't need bombs on. Can I freeze him? No. I just wasted my attack opportunity. No, I just wasted another attack opportunity. Hey, what is this, Baldur's Gate 3? I'm missing all my attack opportunities? And no hate to anyone who can enjoy Baldur's Gate 3, but I'm starting to think Dungeons and Dragons is just not for me. I really like the concept of it. Can you let me out, please? But I don't think I enjoy role-playing enough to enjoy the tabletop version that much. And I really don't like missing all my attack opportunities in Baldur's Gate. Like, the RNG aspect just feels so obnoxious. That should count. Unless I missed. I think I might have actually missed. How is that frog able to move through the slime so easily? Okay, that is... Dude! Well, good thing I had an insurance policy. Now is not the time to be breaking over boxes. I just came back. Ah, shoot. No. Not Zoran! Oh. Come on, you're aquatic too. Fight back. Gotcha. Ow. Man, is this the hardest mini-boss in this game, or what? It definitely doesn't help that there's a damage cap and he runs away after one hit. Excuse me, I'm trying to see if the hookshot does anything. There we go. Sure makes me glad I upgraded my sword. Which I just realized how, like, you have to go through half the game with your normal sword. I mean, you know, you could get the razor sword, but who does that? It wears off after 100 hits. It's like I was saying with the magic ring. It's like, it's good to have time with the less good thing, so that when you upgrade it, it feels really good. You know, you get that sense of like, ah, finally, yes, woo. I try to put my sword away. Whatever, it's gonna put away when I open this. Now I can enter the room where the boss lurks. Yeah. Exactly. Right now, this exact moment in time, right now, I can enter the room where the boss lurks. Alright, well, follow pipes. We're following red first, apparently. Which goes up? Hang on. No. Aw. No, wait, no, this goes back. It goes back in here. I don't think I can get up there even with the ice arrows. I was joking earlier, by the way, when I said, like, oh, good, maybe they were right to nerf the Zora swimming. Like, no, they were not. Like, yeah, I'm bumping my head a lot, but it's not because the Zora swimming is bad in here, and that oh, if only it were slower. Like, no, I just need to control Link better. Like, that was a moment where I should have pressed B to sync. You know, control my I was gonna say my X and my Y, that's not quite right. My up and my down. Which is, you know, that's another thing that Zora form gets right. It's like you hold A and you go forward, and then, you know, thumbstick makes you go up, down, left, right, like you expect when you're moving forward. When you're controlling something that is moving forward. Or, you know, forward relative to the screen, you know what I mean. But then when you stop, you swim locked on that axis, you know, like you're on the land. And then you can use A to go up, and B, or I guess you just float and you go up. And then B to sink. I did check if there's fairies in here, right? I'm pretty sure there's no fairies. I mean, it feels weird that we're not even close to done with this dungeon, but we've got everything important. See, like so. To going back to my explanation of the controls. You know, I controlled my up and my down to line myself up and then swim, instead of just constantly holding A and going, why am I bumping into the walls all the time? You know, something that Aonuma probably never stopped to do. Yeah, I know that was rude, but I'm mad at him. It's like, I get that developers need to be able to playtest their own games, but you know, and operate based on the balance that they discover themselves, but that doesn't mean they're always right. You know, when Gearbox was balancing Battleborn, a lot of the actually, I think exclusively the changes they were making were based on in-house play sessions, which was not how people were playing the game. They were not playing the same way that Gearbox themselves were playing the game. So when it came to a character like, you know, best example, Melka, who is a hybrid melee ranged character, they wanted her to be a character where you shoot as you're going in, you shoot your enemy as you're going into melee range, and then you kill them with melee. No one played like that. Only Gearbox played like that, so they balanced it around that idea. Like, oh, we need to make the gun weaker. It's like, no, because no one is playing with the melee. If you want people to do it how you want her to be used, don't make the gun weaker, make melee stronger. But they never did that. I guess that's not really a good example of them balancing based on their in-house. More so having a backwards idea of how to balance what they were going for, but Melka is very much a character who suffered because they were balancing based off of what they were playing, And actually, I think there was someone in-house who was really good with Melka, so they were balancing based off of that person. I could be completely misremembering this. I don't know. Also, I guess I really am not following the pipes because now we're turning green. And I didn't think I was done with red. Stupid. There should be a fairy. Okay, now let me pause the game so I can put my mask on. So I can get the mask out, put the mask on. Okay, this room is done. Excuse me. I have turned the valve. I have freed the fairy. I've gone back to the door. Checking the map. Yeah, we're done. Okay. So both red and green are going now, right? Or I'm certain I'm not done with green yet, but I think now I want to go out, and this is where I can reverse the flow of the water. But I need to get to that. I missed. Oh, no, you don't freeze it. Right. Okay. I was trying not to waste the arrow. I was trying to, like do the finger claw move over to the B button. And it did not work out. I ended up wasting magic in a different way. But it's fine, because next time I need magic, the game will give me magic. Because Nintendo is very smart like that. You know, I may have grievances with how they rebalanced the game in the 3D version, but they're at least smart enough to, you know to, when you need materials for something, give materials. Realize how scratchy that sounds. Thankfully, everything powers no matter which way the wheel is spinning. I would assume that it would matter which way the wheel is spinning, but apparently whatever is getting power from the wheel, it doesn't care. Actually, it might not be an electricity thing. Maybe it is just like the gears are spinning now kind of thing. I overcorrected. Like Sideshow Bob stepping on a ring, just... I feel a little bad because I put Melancholy in the title of these streams, and like, I'm not being melancholy anymore. At first it was because I was sad I couldn't play Borderlands 4 until a month later, because the Switch version doesn't come out yet until next month, but I'm not sad about it anymore. I mean, I still am a little bummed, but like, I'm not melancholy about it anymore. Well, the water's going the other way, so let's just swim in the water. Follow the... Now, I think... Okay, I keep saying it, but now is the time where we follow the pipes. This is where the case diverges. I've never been so sure of anything in my life. Yeah, see, now we're going through this room again, but it's taking us the opposite way. Okay, this is one of those rooms that's really annoying if you're going for the fairies, I think. Or, well, not really annoying, but is more tedious because of the need to stop and get the fairies. Right. I can't put fire arrow and ice arrow on at the same time, so first you stop wheel. Wait, no, that's not what you do first, because you gotta be on the platform. First be on platform, then stop wheel. Okay, get the ice arrow back out. Finkling. Okay. And now I can hit this, and because this is a version of the game that came out after the Japanese version, I forget if it's PAL or NTSC or whatever. Wait, is this the room I'm thinking of? I think it's the room I'm thinking of. But yeah, it's because it's not the Japanese version, then it's the wheel stops in the same place every time. Stops where you need it to stop. Alright. That's another fairy. But now I have to go back up. So, well, first let me get this out. And second, let me get this out. Yeah, I was gonna say, you think the fish would be attacking me? Well, give up really quickly. Grab the ledge, not dive. Okay, unfreeze. There is still fairy in here. Is it in one of the pots? Let me check that before I go. It's apparently the one fairy. The one I did remember, which was over in that chest. It's apparently not the only fairy, so it's not the one that makes this as tedious as I remember it being. Hit it! Hit it! Hit the fish! There, thank you! Okay, I'm gonna proceed through this room as normal and assume that as I go, then it'll become clear where the fairy is. That's fire arrow. Oh wait, it's that platform, isn't it? Right. So if you get on the wheel, you ride this across. Right. Walk across it. To this platform. No? What is this for then? Oh. So I think the way you're meant to do it, you're not supposed to walk along the wheel. You're supposed to ride the moving platforms and then get on that moving platform, come over here, and then stop this. And I think even Chugga does it the way I did it. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's another chest. I think Chugga does it the way I did it in his Let's Play. And it might be one of those things where it's the first way you figured out how to do it. So it's the way you always do it from then on. Even if it's not the intended way. There we go. So yeah, oh, okay. Oh, don't fall. Yeah, I think that's not the way you're intended to do it, which is why it is a little jank. But it's not that much of a problem. Now, this room I don't like. I don't like these seesaws. And I'm pretty sure there's a fairy under one of these. Found you. Yeah, haha. 10. Okay, well, at least there's only 15. I could have sworn the increments changed. Maybe Stone Tower has more than 15? Or maybe the 3DS version added more? I don't remember. So these guys should infinitely respawn, I believe. Because it is very much a room where you need magic. And I think there's an arrow choo-choo in here too. It is funny to me that I'm just not realizing how funny it is that they invented a type of choo-choo that it exists just for you to kill it and get regenerating items. Like, you saw that pot in the goat room or wherever that was. In the I'm pretty sure it was while fighting goat, where the pot just spawns out of thin air. It grows like it's a piece of grass because they need to make sure you have ammo. And then in these rooms they're like, no, we can't just have pots grow out of nothing. That's exclusively for the goat room. Okay, so you unfreeze those. And that's how you're supposed to get going. I'm just messing it up because I know there's another fairy in here. And I want to get it. Okay, I think that's the door out. So if I just unfreeze that, I'm good to go. But, well, like I said, again, getting the fairy shards complicates the dungeons a little more. I keep forgetting I have the CRT filter on. And I just now noticed I had it on. I just remembered it's even a thing. It really doesn't. For me, it's not. Maybe my TV is lower resolution than I thought. It's like I'm looking at the capture and it seems kind of obvious, but I don't really see it that much on my TV. There's a choo-choo down there trying to get me. Also, apparently, I just realized I needed to come up here to turn that pipe. So, no, you don't just go through that door and leave. But you do have to come along these pipes. Excuse me. So I need this bomb shoe to get out of here. Okay, he's stuck, so I'm just gonna go. Uh-oh. Here, just don't send me flying. I'll take the damage, I don't care. The choo-choo is still trying to get me. Should be no fairy. My ears one. Okay, this room is done. Why did I turn into Zora? I need the fire arrow. It is neat. Even though the dungeon items are just arrows, it is neat that this dungeon requires the use of both its dungeon item and the previous dungeon item. Not that that's really a new thing. Like, Ocarina of Time, it may seem open, and there was a video I watched talking about, like, oh, actually, Ocarina of Time is really open. You just have to leave the dungeons half finished to go do the next. But you can do them in any order as long as you half do them. Okay, so we're here now. Do we have a point to being here? But yeah, like that's exactly my point. Is like the next dungeons in Ocarina of Time require items from the previous dungeons, so there kind of is a set order. Except Shadow and Spirit Temple, which really you do kind of need the Lens of Truth in the Spirit Temple, but not really. Oh, good, that pulls me out. Okay. So red pipe spun. And we go in there. Okay, you know, I'm pretty sure I just remembered. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure there is a fairy in here that you gotta like look down one of look down one of these tunnels to see. I think I'm thinking of the. It's through that way, I think. Through that way. Man, we're still on night of the first day. I remember when I was doing this dungeon as a kid. I don't remember if it was for the first time or not. Come here. Come here. Come here. But I was doing this dungeon. There we go. And it became like... It was either like dawn of second day or night of second day. It might have even been dawn of the third day. I'm pretty sure it was second day. It was something second day. And I screamed because it's like, ah, I'm running out of time. That wasn't what I shouted, but I screamed something about, oh. This was not the way to go. I screamed something, or I screamed about it. I think I just went, ah! And then my dad knocked on my door and asked what I was doing. And I was like, oh, I'm playing a game. I got scared because of the time. I'm just gonna Song of Soaring to the entrance. We've been on this dungeon for almost an hour. So using the cycle, not a good indication of how much time I was going to be spending. Let me double check the rooms I go through for fairies. You can't get me, spiders, because I know where you live. I know where you drop down from. Okay, still reversed. Where did my map go? Why do I not have the... Okay. I know that's a thing, I just forgot what button it's on. It's L, which actually kind of makes sense, because if you're playing this with a Nintendo 64 controller, your hand is going to be on the Z button, not the L button. Wait, is that this? Don't go down that... Don't go down that way again. So the L button is kind of out of the way. And... yeah, to me, it makes sense to have that toggle be something that is out of the way. Okay. Put bow on. Hit bubble. Hit bubble. Put mask back on. However, this room still has a fairy in it. Also, there was one I missed somewhere, and I don't know where. Great Fairy Mask is very helpful for figuring out where fairies are, but not with the map. It unfortunately does not highlight them on the map. Yeah, I can't put the mask on while underwater. That timer scared me. It's like, am I running out of time already? No, I'm drowning. And that fairy will take its sweet old time getting me. Okay, so I turned this pipe, turned this valve, and it lets me get to the boss door finally. But then I gotta find where the last stray fairy is. I may need to go through the section again that I didn't want to do again. I may even need to reverse the flow of water again. Set it back to normal. No, not back down there. That's where you came from. So through here. Let me stop here real quick. Oh, it's in here. Oh, right, it's one of these pots. Somewhere in here. I think it's in the water. I don't think it's down here, because then I smashed these pots earlier. It's not out by the boss key, is it? There you are. Can I use this door to get out? Because the water's going the other way, so logically that should mean I can go this route backwards. Which obviously I can because I'm making it down that way, and I know I can go down this way. So, alright, it's boss time. Time to fight the boss that Aonuma thought was so tough he had to rebalance the entire game. Just carefully walk along the pipe. Every time I say pipe, I just think of the pipe sound effect. Not that sound effect. Don't. I should have known Zora Link would be inclined to do a dive instead of jump across to the thing that is not water. Well, is water, but it's not swimmable water. Yeah, I think of the dropped pipes sound effect, which is kind of a meme, I think. Ah! I'll still take these geysers over how geysers work in Skyward Sword. I don't really like how they work on Skyward Sword. They just feel sticky, because it's like you go into your swimming animation when you get into them. So it just feels weird. Like, kind of hard to move around in them and get out of them. There we go. And it only took me almost an entire day to beat the dungeon. Reuse source material from the water temple! It is really interesting that, like, you would think something as simple as the camera moving would be something they wouldn't need to recycle, but apparently they found it efficient to use the camera movement from the Morpha intro. So anyway, here Aonuma, if you're watching, this is how you fight this boss. Okay, not like this. Don't watch this part. Okay, so what you do is you swim to his backside. No? Yeah, there you go. Just hit him. What is how you beat? How do you beat? What is the main strategy to all the boss fights in this game? Just hit it. Hit the boss. That's how you beat this boss. You hit it. Okay, no, don't. There's magic over there. I need to get it before it goes away. Oh no, it's a mama fish. No, 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 no. I don't have a fairy. Or really any other way to heal myself. I'm so gung-ho about doing this in Zora form that I'm gonna die. Where'd she go? Hope she doesn't mind if I mow through her babies. Oh, yep, I'm dead. So really not as hard as Aonuma made it out to be. I don't know what was his problem. Like, it's easy. I beat it in first try. All right, let me go get healing, because I don't think any of these barrels... Oh wait, no, this one has ammo in it. And then the other one had hearts. And a fairy. And I think I can get another one if I leave. I don't know if it's gonna play an animation. I don't really wanna have the animation play, but... No hearts. One heart. Fairy. In the bottle. Boop. 3 hearts. Just what I needed. Alright. Now to fight the way I think the boss is supposed to be fought, because I just really wanted to prove that, like, the boss already was something you could fight with Zora. And yeah, you can, but, like, you need to swim better than I've been doing. You need to be a better player than me. But I'm sure that you could do it as Zora only. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. Because Zora fins. That's how you hit it with the Zora fins, and then I should just be showing you. I should have had there be suspense, but I'll just say it. If you hit it with the Zora fins, that should stun it. And then you can go in and hit it with your magic barrier. Like, they didn't need... And I didn't need to keep ranting about this. But they didn't... I'm gonna get this bottle off. I don't want to accidentally uncork the fairy. They didn't need to add that whole second phase in Majora's Mask 3D where it's exclusively underwater. And you need to cut the chains on the bombs while it's inhaling, and... I really hate that phase. And not just because it's tacked on to the fight. It's just not a good phase. It just stinks. Even if it wasn't tacked... Even if it wasn't a change... Like, if that was in this version too, I would still hate it. But, yeah, they didn't need to have that phase where they forced you into Zora form, because you already could fight it as a Zora. I mean, Odalwa, like, you can't really fight as a Deku, because Deku can't fight at all, period. Like, Deku stinks as combat. Oh, no cutscene this time, okay. Where are you? There you are. Ah! She knocked me in the water. I knew she could do that. I just... Ow. Just didn't think she would do it so soon. Ow! Okay. Yeah, and then Goron the Goron fight kind of has the distinction of being the only one that's like, you have to be the Goron. I don't think there's any way you can do it as any other form. I mean, except Fierce Deity, but Fierce Deity's like kind of designed to break everything. Oh yeah, there you go. And she hit the bottom of the water. And then you hit it. You just hit it. Just hit the boss. That's how you fight it. Just hit it. Actually, I can be down here with it. I can't activate my shield. Okay. I don't want to be close to her. She's gonna eat me again. And then she's gonna eat me! Oh, come on. Come on, those totally hit you. You should be stunned. I want revenge. Revenge, fish. If anything, the change they should have made was make it more clear where you can and can't hit... where you can and cannot hit her to do damage. Because I know you can ram into her with the shield. I've done it. You've seen me do it. And the same thing with boomerangs. I can hit her with those. But really, the easier way is to just use the main item of the game, which is the bow. Because, like, it's your dungeon item in every dungeon. So why would you not fall into the water with her? So why would you not consider it, like, the main item of the game? And then... and then hit her. If anything, they should have figured out a way the ice arrows could be incorporated in this fight. Because with Adalwa, you can hit him with the fire arrow, and I'm sure it does more damage than just regular arrows, or possibly even your sword at that point in the game. Oh wait, no, you don't have the fire arrows when you fight Adalwa. What am I thinking? So forgetting about Goat. Ouch! I knew you were gonna do that. There. Just hit it. That's how you fight things in this game. You just hit them. Oh, come on. I want revenge! I think it's like it's her underbelly, of course! Oh, she keeps biting me. Oh, look, there's an internal view. Just had a little mini episode of Boundary Break of my own. Hang on, I want to get the... Yes! I knew it! See, I figured it out with my critical thinking skills. Okay, now let's not be in the water with her anymore. I'm gonna die. Nope, that's arrows. Nope, that's arrows. Nope, that's arrows. Nope, that's arrows. Okay. It's fine, because you know what I have? I have arrows. Can I? No, that only does for stunning. Okay. I'll stun her again. And yeah, refresh the stun timer. Oh, come on. Yeah, this boss fight isn't really that difficult. I don't know what Aonuma was struggling with. But, like, unironically this time, I don't know what he was struggling with because, like, it's clear how to fight the fight. It's clear how to fight the boss. Like, sure, I will give him that it is a tough fight. It is more of a challenge than the other bosses, that's for sure. But, like, he changed it or he had the team change it because he couldn't figure it out. He couldn't figure out how to hurt the boss, which is like, are you okay? Do you still know how to play video games? I don't think he's that old. I mean, he's older than me, certainly, but, like, I don't think he's old. Not old enough to not know that you can shoot bosses with arrows to hurt them. Oh, wait, the platform! I don't know why I keep thinking A helps you get out of the water faster. And then I press the button and it has the exact opposite effect. Can you give me some magic? Can you give me some magic? I guess he didn't believe in magic. I don't know how the rest of that song goes. But that's supposed to be a song reference. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Spiraling down the toilet, flush. Oops! Well, I'm sure I can get some magic in here real quick. Yeah, there we go. Now, let's get out of here. Okay, let me put this... here. I don't know why it didn't let me do that, because I wasn't overriding the items. I was just moving. I was just moving the items, but I put that over there so I have quick access to it, so I can, you know, switch easily. Oh, come on. I don't think my deaths against Georg mean much. I think I'm just having a bad night. It's still not a difficult fight. I just can't play video games, Stunning. I should go play the 3D version, so that, you know, because it's designed where even people who can't play video games can beat it, which is fine. You know, I'm all for accessibility. It's just like they didn't need to make it that easy. There is such a thing as too easy. I don't know why Nintendo is so allergic to setting. Oh, I did it again. Yeah, throw me out. Throw me out. Throw me out. Thank you. I don't know why Nintendo is so allergic to options. You know, like an options menu. You know, like you turn the game on and it's like, do you want to play in easy mode? And then you can hit no, and it's the normal version of the game instead of the easier, dumbed down version where everything is handed to you on a silver platter. Honestly, I think the problem is that Nintendo is a bunch of visionaries, which is great, but sometimes that means that they have a very narrow vision of how their games should be experienced. Because, you know, it's like Animal Crossing. You know, everyone, with New Horizons, everyone wanted them to add bulk crafting. You know, and I don't think people were picky about how they were going to go about it. You know, the smart thing would be like a menu, where like, or a menu option where like when you craft something, it's like how many do you want to craft, and you can hit 1 or 2, or you know, scroll through numbers for as many as you can make at that moment. You know, with the items in your inventory. Or they could have went the more Animal Crossing type route and be like, craft 1, craft 5. Like when you buy things from the store, it's like, how many do you want to buy? You can buy 1 or a bulk of 5. Nintendo doesn't want that, because they want it to be a particular experience where everything you see someone having in their town, they got through hard work. And she's really dropping on deck and flopping like a fish. Come back. So yeah, I think that is an example of like they want it to play this way, and they don't want any other experience out of it. They want this one way of playing it. And it's, I won't say it hurts the experience, because, you know, there are some really beautiful towns in that game. So clearly people will overcome not having bulk crafting or whatever else that people may be asking for. But, you know, it does somewhat harm, you know, harm it to an extent. It harms the experience to an extent. Because they can only see the game working their way. It is not allowed. They refuse to patch it to work any other way. Okay, apparently when she's got her mouth open, I just gotta swim away. Hello, I'm hitting her underbelly. Oh, she's gonna come back. She's gonna eat me. Get the heart that dropped. You know what they could have also done to make this fight easier? They could have made it, instead of her dealing 2 damage when she eats you, they could have made it deal 1 heart. Or even half a heart if they were feeling so bold. There were other ways. Alright. I'm gonna do this the easier way. I'm gonna shoot her, and I'm gonna dive in and punch her with my fish fins. You know, as opposed to my human fins, or my bird fins. Goron fins? I started to drown. She was drowning me. I don't know if that's a death that a fairy would have saved me from. I think that would have counted as like a phase out. You know, like if you fell in a bottomless pit. Dude. You know, I set these to these buttons so I could be using X and Y, and then what do? I avoid using X and Y. Why? X for, I don't know. Okay, nope, I gotta save my health. I gotta stop doing that. Yep. Joke's on you, I'm inland. Okay, I kind of hope she doesn't die to this hit, because I want to ask Tattle what her tip for fighting this is. Uh-oh. Stop eating me! Yep, I knew you were gonna do that. If you go near it now, you'll be eaten. Aim at it from afar to weaken it. And again, I'm sorry to keep harping on this, but how did Aonuma not know how to beat this fight? The game tells you. How do you stop a bullfish from charging? You shoot it with a bow, apparently. There we go. Finally. Now she's dead. I was too gung-ho about the Zora thing. I'm sure they're, you know... Again, if you were a better player, I'm sure you could easily beat Georg with just the Zora form. But that's the way I know how to do it. Shoot her with the bow, and then go in for the attack with Zora form. It's not a hard fight. I was just being stupid. I was gonna say that makes 9? No. 8. I gotta turn my fan off. I'm getting cold. Also, we're almost done here anyway, so I don't really need to stay comfortable. Hey, listen. Oh, she turned into Navi. Oops. We want you to lend us your power. If you just leave things as they are, something terrible will happen to this world. Something terrible will happen if you leave my mask out there. Isn't that what the Happy Mask salesman said? Surely you're the only ones who can stop it. That's what Tail was trying to tell us. Help our fries. Friend. Oh. I get it. We have to help the last one. Then promise us this. You'll cooperate with us. Oh, I thought there was going to be a part 2 to that. Now I can continue resting in peace. I too must abide the laws of ancient times, and again merely watch from my deep slumber. But the evil that haunts this land has not completely vanished. Link. Or, wait. Sorry, it's a little blurry. That was a comma. Has not completely vanished, Link. I shall depart after enjoying Lulu's voice a bit longer. I think the gods can permit that. When are you gonna go by the laboratory, like in the Smash Bros. Stage? Okay, time to fill up. Give me you. Alright, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thanks for watching. See you... Well, normally I say that when I have my finger over the end screen button. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you Friday. More of this. Bye. Wait, this end button.